trading card games offer complex and nuanced battles between a variety of cards. With so many cards in a game, often a select few creep their way up to the top as being more powerful, warping the metagame around them. Sometimes a card may seem bad at first glance, but hold an interesting position relative to the most powerful cards in the format. But oftentimes, cards are just reminders that card design is an art form, and art can be very difficult. In this series, we're going to prove that we're champion-level players by getting a win with even the worst designed Pokemon in existence. Using a wheel, we'll figure out which Pokemon we'll encounter for that day and set out to prove that we can win with any card. Will I crack under the pressure, or prove that I'm the champion deck builder I think I am? Find out on this episode of Pokemon Pocket Roulette. New episodes premiere Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 p.m. EST. Alright everyone, we are back with another episode of Pokemon Pocket Roulette. We're going to go ahead and spin the wheel. Let's see what we're working with today. I'm excited, feeling it. I'm feeling really creative. Let's get something with the Beedrill. I can work with Beedrill. And here's the deck. So basically what we're trying to do is utilize the fact that Beedrill only requires 1 grass energy to deal 70 damage. And because that's such a low threshold you need 2 turns to get to Beedrill, we have plenty of time to get to a grass energy in a multi-grass deck, a multicolored deck. So here we're going to use the fact that Giratina requires a grass and a psychic to have him sitting there hanging out, big chillin' while we get the Beedrill online. Conversely, if Beedrill's up front and we can get a grass energy, we'll start using him. Deck should be pretty consistent. We're rocking the 2 different base mons. We've got double Kakuna, double Beedrill, double Weedle, double Giratina, 1 Erica. I think Erica is really good. If you're playing a grass deck, you should definitely use it. But Beedrill's health isn't particularly big. Only 120 isn't the best. We've got our consistency tools in double Pokeball, double research, double communication. I really like communication with Pokeball. When you have a lower basic count, you can kind of shuffle back in the basic, get something different, and then Pokeball the other one back. Double Cyrus, because we don't deal the most damage in the world. Beedrill plus a Giratina should take anything out. Basically, we're just going to use the fact that we can keep setting energy on Giratina once Beedrill's kind of rocking, and then Beedrill can hopefully be taking people out with that sting. This art is beautiful, by the way. It's so good. We've got the Giovanni for the extra 10 damage. It always comes in clutch. Rocky Helmet, if Giratina's in that active spot taking hits, Rocky Helmet's going to help us out, and the X Speed helps us keep the energy on Beedrill in case we ever have to get it out and we try to get stuck with that psychic energy. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the battles and see how Beedrill, Giratina do. I also think they kind of look a little alike. There's a bugginess to Giratina, right? These guys could be friends. That could be his older brother. Let's get into the duels. All right, guys. So we're gonna load into our first match here today. We're gonna be playing against. I can't pronounce the name, but we've got the cool emblems. They're winners, level 40. So we're a little bit worried that they're gonna kick our butts, but I don't think they'll actually be able to because we've got the Beedrill. We're going to go second. This is great. This is super good, especially if we lead with the grass. Leading with Giratina is a little less good considering what we have going on, but let's start from there. If we can get a psychic, that's good. This really isn't the worst case scenario. Giratina is going to be our nice little wall for us. And we're going to go, yeah, so they're going to lead with a research. We're playing against the Darkrai deck. I wonder which flavor of it is. We've seen a poison variant. Okay, so looks like we're going to be rocking maybe a Crobat variant, which could be really cool. Let's go ahead and do our Pokeball. Hopefully grab our Weedle. That's not Weedle. And we're going to research and hopefully grab our Weedle. That's not Weedle either. All right, we are in the worst case scenario we could be as of right now. We are not getting anything online, so we're going to leave with the Giratina. Sometimes you just lose the 3367s. Which is unfortunate, but we also did not have Metapod yet, so I don't know, not the worst thing in the world. We do really need to see another psychic type energy coming up though. One of the things about this Giratina that's neat, 120 damage is good for 3 energy, but it's kind of on par with Farfetch'd, dealing 40 a turn. They've got the Druddigon, so luckily for us, they didn't get their best case scenario either. They can go ahead and start, hitting us away with the Darkrai. In 2 more turns, they will guarantee kill us. And this is part of the problem. We'll draw. Okay, there's the Weedle. That's what we needed to see. So basically the problem is we're not going to be able to do a whole lot at the moment. We're not seeing that second psychic type. We've got this Giratina, which we can be, also powering up on the bench. We do hit them for weakness because we're a grass deck, so that's good, at least the Darkrai. But if they have Crobat plus Arceus, we're going to be in pretty dire straits. I do like the idea of this deck a lot. Basically what they're trying to do is have Arceus on the bench, which gives Crobat the extra 30 damage. Then you have Darkrai. They're sitting behind the Druddigon too, so really they are kind of poking you down with the energy. I really like this variant a lot. That seems like it would be pretty, pretty decent. We're going to take our 20 again. When they get the Crobat plus Arceus, they're going to hit for 30 and 50 each turn. We got the Kakuna, so that's good. We can go ahead and throw it on top of our Weedle. The problem is they are going to take out this Giratina next turn, so we are going to start powering our other Giratina up. And then we are going to end our turn here. Basically, we're in like a little bit of a rough spot because they're just going to knock this Giratina down. So if we commit the energy to it, they can take it out this turn. They're going to commit the energy to it. They also have 80. So basically what's happening is they have 80 plus 30 plus 20 damage each turn, which is 130 just for committing an energy to Darkrai, which is pretty freaking strong. We have our Beedrill here. So they are going to take us out, say goodbye to this Giratina, but now the real showstopper can come in. We are a one prize deck, so if we have time to get this set up, this is what's good about Beedrill, is it only requires one energy to come online. So we've got the Pokeball, we're guaranteed to grab our other Weedle, and then we are going to evolve into our Beedrill. We'll throw the other Weedle down. Then the Psychic type can go on this Giratina because Beedrill's already set up and ready to go. We're going to deal 90 damage with weakness, which is pretty good. If we do take too much too, we can X speed out to keep this grass energy if we end up getting into like another psychic energy situation. And Darkrai is going to be halved. He can take us out if he's got Arceus in his hand because he can commit the Darkrai. That's 80 plus 20 plus the 30. That's 130. And we can crack back with the Weedle, funnily enough. We've got Cyrus, so we can pull this back out. It looks like they are not getting their Arceus, which is so good for us. We would not be winning right now if this Crobat were online. They'll probably switch out, it looks like, to Druddigon. No, they went with the Crobat. They're going to be able to deal 50 damage, I believe. Yeah, 50 damage is also very powerful on the Crobat. They've got the Cape, so it's going to get it out of our ranges for Giratina, which is pretty funny. Oh, and there's the Arceus EX. This is very strong. This is very powerful. What they don't know, though, is that we have Giovanni, so we might actually be in a decent position, funnily enough. This is the power of like of having these one prize decks. If we can get their EX knocked out with one of our one prizes, we can get left in a pretty decent situation. We're going to go ahead and power up this Giratina. That way its attack is ready to go. And then we're going to use the Cyrus to drag out the Darkrai. This does a couple things. Stops where it's a double prize, which is super good. We're going to attack. We don't need the weakness. We're going to take it out anyway. This is weak to grass, right? I'm not just talking out of my butt. Yeah, the weakness is there. We take the Darkrai out. So they're going to send the Crobat in most likely. Crobat will be able to knock us out with his ability and with his just like basic attack. The Cape should save them from Giratina, and that's why we play the Giovanni. There are actually, when I first saw Giovanni, I didn't think the 10 health was particularly good, but there are so many breakpoints. So what's interesting here is they can just take us out with the ability, and they're going to get the attack in on Giratina, but it's not enough. I really like the variation of this deck, though. The Crobat, it's like a different version of Greninja, but it allows you to actually attack with the Crobat. So they are going to lose, actually, which is the funniest thing to me. I cannot believe, again, what's going to happen right now. So Giratina is going to take the 50 damage. We'll come in. We've got enough to do our attack, and we'll just drop the Giovanni on them and let them know that game is good to go. We'll throw another energy on this because we do have to discard 2, but it doesn't even matter. And just like that, we utilized Beedrill and Giratina to get the win. It's kind of crazy. This is why you always focus down the EXs, get those double points. I'm a huge fan of the single point decks. And just like that, we've already got our win with Beedrill. It's just that easy when you're as good of a trainer as I am. We're going to go ahead and do another match because that was really quick. I never expect it, but I do like the idea of the Crobat deck a lot, being able to pivot around. And they even got everything kind of on curve. I think the only thing they would have liked that they didn't get was leading with the Druddigon and having to lead with the Darkrai. But they were able to attack with it without having to worry about the Leaf also. Just, again, showcasing the power of Cyrus also, being able to hit an EX and then rip it back out to take it out and get the double points. But we're going to be playing against Just Saiyan. which is, you know, humorous. He's not just Saiyan, but he's just a Saiyan from Dragon Ball Z. Shout out in the comments if you can go Super Saiyan. But we'll go first this time, see if we can do anything with it. We're leading with Giratina again, which is particularly not good going first. But sometimes we just lose the 50-50s. Oh, and they've got the Manaphy's. So that's going to be a little bit rougher. Erica, not really what we want to see. We really wanted to see Research. If they attack into Rocky Helmet without dealing damage, they don't take any damage back. So this also isn't going to do anything. So let's just end our turn. We'll probably just end up using this Giratina as like a sacrificial lamb. Opponents playing smart, has keeping their cards in their hand. No reason to commit, especially when they see that we're not like a Misty deck. Double Pokeball, if only we could be so lucky. We really need to draw something as far as consistency, otherwise we're just going to get blown out. Oh, and Professor's Research, so we are already at a disadvantage. I love this background also. It looks so good. The Manaphy Piplup's really cute, and it looks so good with the water decks. They're just going to get the exact lead that they want, and we're not going to be able to do anything really. They're going to get the power up here. This Origin Form Palkia, really cool that the innovation has been in the deck. We're going to Pokeball, thank goodness. We're also getting the Psychic and Grass Energy. So we got our Weedle. We'll go ahead and throw this Psychic Energy on Giratina. I'll keep Weedle in my hand just to keep them guessing. Let them know they don't, you know, they're not going to be able to come at us with anything crazy. Part of that deck that's cool is being able to utilize that Origin Form Palkia as a 1 point. Oh, and the other Research. You know, sometimes you just get researched on. But we already got our win, so it's all good. Giant Cape onto Palkia. No reason to do that. They have no idea what we're doing yet, so committing the energy there is... Committing the cape there isn't like the best play, but it doesn't really matter. I think they know, you know, they probably know that they've got this win in the bag. Basically, we need something crazy, honestly. Now, we can go ahead and get our Weedle set up here. I'm going to go ahead and throw this energy on the Giratina, just in case, and then we'll throw our Rocky Helmet. Nothing crazy is going to happen here. If they attack, we're going to at least deal the 20 damage back, but we don't have enough. We could double Beedrill hit it if it doesn't have the slashes, but I think we're pretty much cooked. I think there's not a whole lot here. They've got the cool immersive Palkia. Doesn't really match their whole color scheme and background though. Oh, they're going to Misty Flip too, because why not? Let's see if they get any... Oh, this Manaphy coin looks really cute. Very pretty. Okay, at least we got a little bit of luck. It's not always that the opponent just gets to do exactly whatever they want to do whenever. So they are going to bring it in. They are going to use the Dimensional Storm. So we will have a turn to survive. So we at least got the 20 damage. I didn't realize that also dealt damage to the bench. Palkia is so strong. Very powerful. Very powerful. We can revive our guy on the bench, so we can't get Cyrus, so that could be a thing we could do. This is going to have us where we need to draw Kakuna. Oh, we did, though. They can't kill us with the Slash, and then we can draw Beedrill and still not get a kill. So this is probably going to be it for this one. We'll Bug Bite it. We could have used our Erica, probably smart too. That way we could just prevent the Cyrus on the backside. But they can just slash us and take us out. They've got the Leaf, so they're just going to zone smash us. Let's go ahead and quit wasting our time. Sometimes them's the breaks. You know, going second against something like that when they get full setup, double Pokeball, double Research to your worst opening possible. Not very good. We'll go ahead and run one last one. Just saying, good game. You know, you beat us. You got us. You took down the Beedrill. It'd be like that, though. So, all right, and we found our next game. We're going to be playing against Tzio with the cool Volkner. I never thought Volkner was that interesting of a character. He gets like a little bit of screen time, but nothing crazy in Platinum. We're going to go first again, but if we get Kakuna, it won't be that bad. I'd just like to see... All right, and we get the Giratina against... What deck are we playing against? A fighting deck? So, oh, we're going to get Jab Lucario. All right, well, maybe we can get it. We actually got Research this time, so that's pretty decent at least. We'll go ahead and do that. See if we can find the Kakuna or the Weedle. Oh, we've got the Cyrus. We've got the Pokeball. This has a 67% chance to be the thing that we need, and we're going to get it. Thank goodness. We don't have a Grass Energy coming, which is unfortunate, but we can kind of use the Giratina as a wall and see what they end up doing. This is probably like the Sudowoodo, Hitmon, Lucario, just good damage, fast kind of deck. There's like the most beatdown deck we kind of have at the moment without setup or combo. Jab is really strong, especially since it can become 50. It won't change. Oh my goodness. And another freaking Giratina. I guess we'll go ahead and get him set up, chilling back here. We don't see another grass energy coming. This is the important thing. We would want to use Communicator to potentially grab the other Kakuna in our deck, but because we don't have a grass energy coming, it doesn't even matter. We won't be able to use the grass energy. We won't be able to attack without the grass energy. So until we see it coming, we can't do anything. So there's the jab. Now it's going to be 2 more turns instead of 1 more turn to knock us out. They've got the other Riolu set up. We already knew Giratina was going to go out like this though. So we'll draw. Kakuna is good, and we need okay, we've got a grass energy on the way. So that's pretty good. We've got a little bit of a small decision to make next turn, but we'll figure it out there. We need to see if we can get X speed, because what that's going to allow us to do is pull. It's basically determining what Pokemon we need to send in next, because if we had Giovanni, we could just send in and go for Beedrill and take out the Hitmonchan. If we don't have Giovanni, though, we need to commit to the Giratina in order to take the Hitmonchan out. So just like a weird little spot to be in as far as that goes. We will probably end up sending the Kakuna in. It really is a weird one, because if we send Kakuna in and go Beedrill, Hitmonchan still survives and jabs us for 50, but we don't have enough power on Giratina to knock out the Lucario if that ends up being what comes in. So we do lose ours. I'd like to see Rocky Helmet. Rocky Helmet or... yeah, we'll just go ahead and commit. It's only going to deal 50, so let's commit to the Kakuna and we can use our Beedrill. Okay, there's the X speed. That's good. We will commit right here. We've got another Psychic Energy coming, which is unfortunate. We're waiting on our Pokeball or our Weedle. That'll give us like the Communicator into Kakuna kind of line. We will attack. Unfortunately, no Giovanni, but there might be a situation where the Giovanni comes up with the Lucario if we can draw Rocky Helmet. No research yet. It feels bad to not see, as much of our decks as we can. We've got the 1 and then the Pokeball. We need to see about getting the other Weedle online. We're going to be able to minimize the damage this Hitmonchan deals because we have Erica in hand, which is why I decided to do it the way I did it. This Psychic Energy will go here because we will end up needing it. So we got another Communicator, which is not what we need to see right now. We can keep powering up the Giratina, though, which is what we were waiting for. We've got Erica here. So we actually can do some pretty good stuff upcoming. We're going to heal back to full. We don't have to worry about Lucario taking us out. It doesn't look like they have their second Lucario yet. We will have the X speed to maintain our grass energy, and then we'll be able to put this grass energy on the Giratina afterwards. So we'll take out the Hitmonchan. They'll send either Lucario or Riolu in. If they have the other Lucario, probably Riolu, but it really doesn't matter the order they do it if they end up being the same. Depends on if they want to keep their full art. They've got this Riolu here. This Lucario. He'll attack 4. I didn't realize he boosted himself too, so this is going to end up dealing 80. So we're going to take 80, but it doesn't matter. We were going to die to 2 regardless of the power-up. And now we have Cyrus, which is also pretty decent, but what we will do, it will force them to kind of have Cyrus, is we'll put our grass energy on Giratina. We'll X-Speed to maintain the fact that we do have this grass energy on Beedrill. And we'll use Giratina to take out this Lucario. And then they shouldn't be able to take ours out next turn. So the biggest thing is we cannot have the 2 random energy. We need the 2 random energy to be the Psychic. I also didn't realize this was random energy. This card is not good. We will go ahead and use it though. If we can maintain the grass energy. Yes, okay. We maintain the grass energy. Not exactly a 50% chance because it's like a 1 in 4 that it doesn't get selected, then a 1 in 3. It's kind of like the deal or no deal boxes, but they've got to pull out something crazy in order to beat us now, because we are going to be able to equip the Giratina with, and they conceded. They see the line. We have the line. Giratina is broken. Beedrill is broken. That's how you beat meta decks. We had the Darkrai. We had the quick aggro Lucario, Hitmonchan. Yeah, Hitmonchan doesn't have nothing on Beedrill, guys. So anyway, that's it for this episode. Let's go ahead and leave it. Thanks for the opponent. Appreciate you watching. Beedrill is cracked. Giratina is not a bad card at all. I would never say something like that. And if you want to see the next episode, hit the subscribe button. It'll let you know, hey, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, he's uploading. He's going to do the next one. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment. Let me know which Pokemon you're excited to see or what kind of interesting pairings we could do. Smell you later.